invite you to take a chair and to start switching so we can all start participating. Why is this night different from all nights? Why is this night different from all nights? Tonight we gather to fulfill the mitzvah of remembering the oppression of our siblings in Europe. Why is this night different from all nights? Tonight we light 6 candles for the 6 million of Jews that perished in the Shoah. Why is this night different from all nights? Tonight, we raise 4 cups, Keilah, a first cup that represents our overcoming the Nazis as we gather as community in commemoration. Zikaron, a second cup that acknowledges the privilege of being the carriers of the collective memory of our people. Magid, a third cup that celebrates our obligation to tell the story to the next generations. Tikvah, a fourth cup that invites us, despite the difficult circumstances, to appreciate the miracles in our lives and to look at the future with hope. Why is this night different from all nights? Tonight we have matzah and challah as we march from the affliction and oppression toward hope and redemption.
Tonight, we gather to remember Yom HaShoah v'Hagevurah. We remember the horror that previous generations went through, and we remember their courage as they faced the most challenging things that humanity ever knew. The bitterness of this memory is mixed with the sweetness of knowing that once again we are here to remember them, that our community is the living proof that love and faith will prevail the ill-fated intentions of organized hatred.
We repeat.
Good and pleasant.
It is for brothers and sisters to sit together.
And we say together in Hebrew. Ine matov umanaim shevet achim gam yachad.
We raise the first cup as we prove with our presence here that faith and love prevail systematic hatred. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen.
The person lighting the second candle.
Memory and history are far from being identical terms. Memory is always carried by live people. It creates continuity between past and present, and in fact it means that the past has not truly passed. Memory helps us understand that what we did in the past affects who we are today, and therefore is constantly evolving. History, on the other hand, is a problematic and incomplete restoration of something that is already gone. It is already combined with the criticism of the memory and therefore leads to detachment between past and present. We want to remember the Shoah because rather than being documented in history books, we want it to be inscribed in our hearts.
I was with Moses at Mount Sinai, and I am a Holocaust survivor. My grandparents emigrated from Eastern Europe in 1898, and I am a Holocaust survivor. My parents were born in New York, assimilating in 1930s, and I am a Holocaust survivor. I cry at Yad Vashem, and I am a Holocaust survivor. I will pray at Auschwitz next month, and I am a Holocaust survivor. I am a member of Temple Beth Tikvah, a pro-Israel political activist, and I am a Holocaust survivor. We are all Holocaust survivors.
This is the bread of affliction that our ancestors ate in the land of Egypt. All those who are hungry, let them enter and eat. All who are in need, let them come celebrate the Passover. Now we are here. Next year, in the land of Israel. This year we are enslaved. Next year we will be free. Let's read together. In every generation, a person is obligated to see himself
as if
he
they had
had
left Egypt. In the rising of the sun, we remember. In the blowing of the wind, we remember. In the opening of buds, we remember. We remember. In the blueness of the sky, we remember. In the rustling of the leaves, we remember. As the year starts and it ends, we remember. We remember. When we're weary and need strength, we remember. When we're lost and sick at heart, we remember. When we've joys we yearn to share, we remember. We remember. So long as we live, they too shall live. They are now a part of us. They are now a part of us. They are now a part of us. As we remember, we remember, we remember.
We raise the second cup, acknowledging the privilege of being the carriers of the collective memory of our people. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen.
Amen. You drink a little bit. You put it there.
Blessed are you, Adonai, sovereign of the universe, who creates the fruit of the vine.
Auschwitz-Birkenau was the largest extermination center created by the Nazis. It has become the symbol of the Holocaust and of willful radical evil in our time. The album you will see presented here is known as the Auschwitz album, and it is the only surviving visual evidence of the process of mass murder at Auschwitz-Birkenau. The album is unique. There is not a similar album of its kind in the entire world. It documents, in photos from every direction and from every angle, the arrival at Auschwitz, the selection of those slated for immediate death, and of the few who were destined to be slave laborers, the confiscation of their property, and the preparation for the physical annihilation of a transport of Jewish people. This transport of Hungarian Jews from the area of Carpatho-Ruthenia arrived at the ramp of the extermination camp Auschwitz-Birkenau in May 1944. In the photos, we see the men, women and children step out of the overcrowded train, traumatized and fearful after their horrendous journey. They have no clue that they have just been delivered to a death factory and that few of them will survive. Survivor and Nobel Peace Prize laureate Elie Wiesel described his arrival as a teenager at Auschwitz. Every yard or so, an SS man held his gun trained on us. Hand in hand, we followed the crowd. Men to the left, women to the right. 8 words spoken, indifferently, without emotion. 8 short, simple words. For a part of a second, I glimpsed my mother and my sister moving to the right. I saw them disappear into the distance, while I walked on with my father and the other men. I did not know that at that place, at that moment, I was parting from my mother and my sister forever. The selection process carried out by SS doctors and wardens took place 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, as train after train unloaded its human cargo. Most Jews were sent immediately to the left, to their death. The undressing rooms of the gas chambers were not sufficient for the masses of Hungarian Jews who arrived daily in the summer of 1944. They therefore had to wait until the undressing rooms were ready to absorb them. A common waiting place was the grove closest to the crematorium that would soon turn their bodies to ash. They were told to sit among the trees and wait for further instructions. These were their last peaceful moments together before being driven into the gas chambers and murdered. It has been said that there will never be people as innocent as the victims on the threshold of the gas chambers. The SS kept the victims destined for gassing in complete ignorance of what lay in store for them. They were told that before being placed in the camp, they had to be disinfected and washed. They would soon discover that what they had assumed were the shower areas were actually hermetically sealed gas chambers. A minority of Jews was selected for forced labor. Their personal belongings were confiscated, their hair was shaved, and a registration number was tattooed on their left arm. In the words of survivor and author Primo Levi, for the first time we became aware that our language lacks words to express this offense, the demolition of a man. It is not possible to sink lower than this. Nothing belongs to us anymore. They have taken away our clothes, our shoes, even our hair. If we speak, they will not listen to us. And if they listen, they will not understand. They will even take away our name. And if we want to keep it, we will have to find in ourselves the strength to do so. It is in this way that one can understand the double sense of the term extermination camp. The work of sorting the possessions that the Jews brought with them to Auschwitz was done by Jewish prisoners who were forced to collect the packages and sort the items that would then be sent to the Reich. By the time the sorting was completed, most of the previous owners were already dead. No memory of the men, women, and children that were deemed valueless upon their arrival remains in camp records. This album is the sole witness to their fate. The Auschwitz album was discovered after the war by Lily Jacob, a survivor of the transports pictured here. Lily gave the album to Yad Vashem, where she knew that its tragic contents would be safeguarded for posterity and shared with generations to come.
We raise the third cup as we fulfill our obligation to tell the story to the next generations. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Blessed are you, Adonai, sovereign of the universe, who creates the fruit of the vine.
The fourth candle. Think of sinat chinaim, unjustified hatred, and anti-Semitism. Remember the victims of unjustified hatred all over the world. In these difficult days, we also remember the victims of terrorism and anti-Semitism in the United States. Remember Lori Kay, who was killed last Saturday in Poway, California. We remember Richard, Rose, Jerry, Cecile, David, Bernice, Sylvan, Daniel, Melvin, Irving, who were killed in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And we remember Blaise Bernstein from Orange County. We light a fifth candle of Avelut morning.
There are stars up above, so far away we only see their light, long, long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with people that we loved. Their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us. As we live our days, these are the ways we remember. We mourn the lights that were and that are no more.
שנשרף והצית להבות
candle, this is the time to light it. As you light your candle, you can pass it to the person standing or sitting in the next row, and we will bring them to this big plate. Please light your candles. You can light one candle with the other. You can pass the lights, the candles to the person sitting before you as we bring them, all of them together here. Please rise for the memorial prayer.
El male rachamim shochein bameromim hamtzeh menucha nechona tachat kanafei השכינה עם קדושים וטהורים כזוהר הרקיע מזהירים לנשמות יקירינו שהלכו לעולמם. כל הרחמים, הרחמים, יסתירם בסתר כנפיו לעולמים. ביצרור החיים את נשמתם. אדוני הוא
God filled with mercy, dwelling in heaven's heights, being proper rest beneath the wings of your Shekhinah, amid the ranks of the holy and the pure, illuminating like the brilliance of the skies, the souls of our beloved and our blameless, that went to the eternal place of rest. May the souls of mercy shelter them beneath you eternally, and bind their souls among the living. You can read it from here. You can read it from here. Try.
Please join me in the Kaddish. Yitkadal, Shmerah.
Amen. Yalma diura chirute, beyamlich malchute, bechayechon uvyomechon, ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהא שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולמי עלמיה, יתברך וישתבח, יתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו, לעילה מכל בריחתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירם בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יש למה רבה מן שמיים, וחיים טובים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום בישוע, יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל,
עלינו ועל כל ישראל,
ואמרו אמן. You may be seated. We light a fixed candle, a candle of tikvah, of hope.
Laugh at all my dreams. What I dream shall yet come true. Laugh at my belief in man and my belief in you. Freedom still my soul demands, unbartered for a calf of gold. For still I do believe in man, and in his spirit strong and bold. And in the future I still believe. Though it be distant, come it will, when nations shall each other bless, and peace at last the earth shall fill.
We fill the cup of the prophet Elijah as we renew our hope for redemption. We also take the challah, that we bring to our tables every Shabbat as we yearn for and create continuity as we celebrate our lives. And now we place the challah and the matzah in the same plate as a symbol of our commitment to embrace our brokenness and our pride, and thus the wholeness of our identity. Oh. We read together. We raise the fourth cup to invite all of us, despite the difficult circumstances, to appreciate the miracles in our lives and to look to the future with hope. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, בורא פרי הגפן. אלי, אלי, שלא ייגמר לעולם, החוף והים, וישרו של המים, ורק השמיים, תפילת האדם, החול והים, וישרו של המים, ורק השמיים, תפילת האדם. אלי, אלי, I pray that these things never end. The silent, the sea, and the west wind and silent, and the hush of the water, the wind blowing free, the lightning unrest, and the darkness descending, and ever the nature. Please rise. I will say one sentence and I will ask you to repeat after me in Hebrew. I say, Iskor Am Israel,
Yizkor Am Yisrael,
the people of Israel shall remember.
people of Israel shall remember.
I will say, Am Israel Chai, and
Am Yisrael Chai,
Am Israel Chai, Am Israel Chai.
Chai.
Please remain standing for a tikvah. כל עוד בלבב מניחה, נפש יהודי יומייה.
פאתי מזרח
קדימה, עין לציון צופיה. להיות עם חופשי בארצנו, ארץ ציון ירושלים. להיות עם חופשי בארצנו, ארץ ציון ירושלים. That was the end. We could say לשנה הבאה בירושלים.